entertainment. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They will run for the first time here with White. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the shit. Hey, 43. 43. 43.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check, check. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Exit.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Watch left. He's down right there. Attack. 4 down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, 57. Rush in. Attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, on 133.
Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Mayfield down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. A toss play to Chubb. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Wide motion, wide motion. The ribble is 57. They gonna need some therapy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. Now, that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hurry, hurry! Bang, 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 bang! Watch out!
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
is a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
25, check 25. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Ready? Yellow. 27 Mike, 27 Mike. Two, fellas, let's go. Yo. 4-7's a Mike, 4-7's a Mike.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Mayfield now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Regular. Tighten up.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground with White. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow. Argolani.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
50, yellow, 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 yellow.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D.
Chance. 15.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes.
You ain't doing nothing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they'll come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. He's checking. He's checking.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurry, hurry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
I got it.
throwing. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Mayfield to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
King!
Mark 5!
Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike,
180!
keep it up! Keep it up!
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We're back now in KC. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Key to tight end. 4 there. Alert. He's coming.
King!
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Watch the eye.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
Six guys.
Yellow!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. First down, here's White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
15, 15. Yellow.
Check 31. Back, back, back.
Easy.
57's Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They're running it.
Hey, 57 color.
58 for Mike.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is the tight end, Njoku. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Preston Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
First down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Motion.
Finish the game. Finish the game.
Now a toss play. This is White.
Go, go. Run.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. 36, 36.
Now here's Mahomes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.